If you've been scrolling through endless listings of portable lights, comparing specs, watching unboxing videos, and still feel stuck on which set actually makes sense for your next party or shoot, this review is here to clear that up. I've spent a few evenings testing the Rockville Bestpak 60 Black 6-pack rechargeable wash lights, reading through the handful of buyer comments that are out there, and trying to figure out whether the hype translates into real-world value. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the situation that usually drives someone to these lights. Imagine you're planning a backyard birthday, a small outdoor concert, or a vlog that needs some pop color accents without dragging a power strip across the grass. The biggest hesitation people have is whether a wireless, battery-powered system will actually hold up long enough to get through the event, and whether the remote control will feel responsive in a noisy outdoor setting. The Rockville pack promises long-lasting battery power, a true wireless control, and a durable charging case, which on paper sounds perfect for those on-the-go scenarios. The real question is how those promises play out once you're actually holding the case in your hands. When I first unboxed the 6 lights, the first thing I noticed was the compact charging case. It's a hard-shell unit that slides the lights in like a tiny toolbox, and the LEDs snap into place with a satisfying click. The case itself houses a single USB-C port, so you can charge all 6 at once. In practice, a full charge takes about 2 hours, and the case's indicator light shows you when it's done. Once charged, each wash light gave me roughly 3 to 4 hours of continuous use on the higher brightness setting, which is plenty for a typical evening event. If you're someone who hates fiddling with batteries midnight, that runtime is a solid win. The color options are another selling point. Each light can cycle through a spectrum of vibrant hues, and the remote lets you pick a single color, a pulse, or a smooth fade. I tried using the party mode at a friend's garden barbecue, and the lights synced up nicely, creating a wash of blues, pinks, and greens that actually changed the mood of the space. Because the control is truly wireless, I could sit on the patio with a drink in hand and toggle the patterns without needing to run a cord back to a power outlet. For casual parties or small performances, that freedom feels like a genuine upgrade over wired strip lights. Now, the practical strengths become clearer when you think about portability. The whole kit, case and lights together, weighs under 2 pounds. That means you can toss it in a backpack, a car trunk, or even a larger duffel for a weekend camping trip. I took the pack on a night hike, set the lights around a makeshift campsite, and they provided enough wash to illuminate the tent entrance without blinding anyone. The durable case survived a few bumps against rocks, and none of the lights showed any sign of loosening. For anyone who needs a lightweight, rugged lighting solution that doesn't rely on a nearby outlet, this is where the Rockville pack shines. However, there are hidden trade-offs that matter once the initial excitement fades. The brightness, while decent for ambience, isn't strong enough to serve as primary illumination in a larger venue. In a dimly lit hall with a crowd of 50, the wash fell short of cutting through the ambient light, so you'd still need stage lights or spotlights for the main performance. The remote control, though truly wireless, sometimes registers a slight lag when you're in an area with a lot of Wi-Fi interference. I noticed a half-second delay when toggling between colors while the nearby router was streaming video. It's not a deal-breaker for most party settings, but it could be frustrating if you need split-second changes during a live stream. Another point to consider is the color consistency across the 6 units. Because each LED is calibrated at the factory, you'll see a tiny variation in hue intensity from one light to another. In a tightly choreographed visual display where uniform color is critical, that variation becomes noticeable. For a casual party, the difference is invisible, but for a professional content creator aiming for a perfectly even wash across a set, you might end up mixing in an extra light or two to balance the effect. Who should buy this pack? If you're an event hobbyist, a small venue DJ, a parent looking to add some sparkle to a birthday, or a YouTuber who wants quick, colorful accents without hauling a generator, the Rockville Bestpak 60 is a cost-effective tool that delivers on its promises. It also works well for cyclists or skateboarders who want underglow for night rides, as the battery life and wireless control let you keep moving without a cord in sight. On the flip side, if you're a studio photographer, a wedding videographer who needs consistent, high-output lighting, or anyone who relies on precise color matching for brand work, You'll likely outgrow this pack quickly and should look toward higher output, DMS-controlled fixtures.